What's good, guys? This is Vahagraphy. I'm Vahagan, your rock and roll photographer. Do you want a setup for around $1,000, a little bit over $1,000 for your talking head videos? Something that will not cost you a lot of money, but looks pro. I get a lot of emails and comments in my videos. Recently, I've been doing a lot of talking head videos on my channel, getting a lot of comments saying, hey, what setup is this? What lens are you using? What camera? I thought I'd make a video. And on purpose, I'm using a setup that's not gonna cost you a lot of money, but it's gonna give you some pro results, okay? Pro results. The number one factor to keep in mind in this video is somebody that wants pro results, good results, without breaking the bank. Of course, there's gonna be better options out there, but right now we're keeping it simple. Main emphasis is saving money. How you could get good pro results, saving money. This talking head right now, I am using the Nikon Z6 1, a camera that came out in 2018, and the first version, and the Viltrox 75mm APS-C 1.2 lens. For the mic, I am using the Tascam. The Tascam lavalier records internally, the DR-10L, this Tascam. It's a really good recorder, and it's attached to my chest right here. And I think it does a really good job. How's the audio? So let's do the math. Nikon Z6 used right now, that camera came out in 2018, but in 2024, you can find a lot of them out there in good condition for about $800, $750, $800 US dollars. Now the Viltrox, I'm using the 1.2 lens. That's a little bit in the extreme cost spectrum, because I want a 1.2 lens. I want a really nice lens, good quality lens. But again, I don't want it to break the bank. $580 for this Viltrox lens. This lav mic, the Tascam, costs about $120, $130. So if you do the math, you're at what? Let's say $800 for the camera, $580, $1380, about $1,500 for this setup. Now you can go cheaper with the lenses, or you can go cheaper with the cameras as well. But achieving pro results like this, it won't cost you a lot of money. This is what I'm using. I use the Z6 one on purpose. I've been going back and forth as of late using a ZF and a Z6. You're not gonna get all the bells and whistles of the newer cameras, the newer technology in 2024. But keep in mind, the focus of this video is getting the job done with as little as money as you wanna spend, okay? Now, you want decent autofocus like this camera has? Sure. The Z6, the Z5 would be a good option. A Z30, APS-C would be a great option. A Z50, ZFC even. We're talking Nikon. Other manufacturers have their nice talking head setup as well, but I'm talking what I use, because I get asked this question, so I want to tell you guys what I'm using here, right here, the Z6. Again, latest bells and whistles, of course, the new processor with the newer cameras, the better autofocus system. But for things like this, I think this thing does a hell of a job. At 1.2 APS-C 75mm, I'm at 112mm focal length equivalent. And at 1.2, you get the beautiful background blur. You get a lot of light in your sensor. $580, I think this is the top Viltrox lens that they produce, and I really like the Pro line of lenses. Now you can use cheaper lenses, you'll get similar results, but I kind of like the 1.2 because you get that beautiful bokeh in the back, you get a lot of light, and you don't break the bank. Again, under $1,500, you get pro results. Now let me show you. Let me show you real quick. Let me turn on the camera on my iPhone. So I'm recording. There's the camera setup right here. Here you go, the Tascam DR-10L. This thing came out a long time ago, and it works really good. The quality of the audio is really good. It's an internal micro SD recording. It comes with the mic and the recorder itself right here. See, battery operated, records internally, then you could sync it to your video. Now let me get closer to the setup. There's my Z6, there's the lens right here. Now another 50 bucks for this ND filter that I'm using here. Z6 original with the Viltrox lens. Now tripod not included. I'm assuming you guys have tripods. I'm using a great, I mean, this is one of my favorite tripods, the Gitzo. All right, now speaking of iPhones, there's that too. You can just use your iPhone with this lav setup, with this mic setup. How good would the quality be? You could just use your phone. You don't need a talking head setup like this for pro results. Can we get pro results? Can we get similar results with an iPhone? Shooting the same environment right here. Let me put my iPhone on, let's press record and let's see what happens. All right, well, I have the iPhone on cinematic mode on the longest lens possible. That's 3 on the iPhone. And just wanted you guys to see, with this microphone, are you getting pro results compared to a real camera that I was using earlier? So cinematic mode. Now let me switch it to regular video with the option 3 lens, the longest lens possible, natively on an iPhone, and see what we get. By the way, I'm using an iPhone, 14? iPhone 14 Max, the best one. Okay, this is off cinematic. It's not on cinematic anymore. You're on regular video mode with the iPhone 14 Max Pro. And this is lens 3, the longest lens that you have on an iPhone. You have the wide lens, you have the regular lens, and then you have the long lens. So we're kind of mimicking what we were doing with the Pro camera. So let's go side by side video comparison with the two. Let's bring in the Nikon footage, the Viltrox 75 lens, and let's go side by side with the iPhone 14 Max. And so you can see the difference. I'm still using the mic attached on my shirt. I love this mic. It produces really good quality. But yeah, it's a good recorder for $130, $150. So side by side with the iPhone, what do you guys think? Let me do one more shot. We'll choose another background so you could see the bokeh this lens produces. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it answers some of your questions on what I use for talking head setup with the mic, lens, camera. There's many options out there to choose from. Like I said, you can go newest, latest, greatest. But the thing is, you know, I want to give you honesty and truth here. I want to give you what I think you could save a little bit of money. You know, I'm not trying to sell you anything on this channel. The thing with most of these YouTube salesman pundit channels out there is that, you know, they push the affiliate links and all that good stuff to make money, and there's nothing wrong with that. But here, over here, right now at this current time, this video is not all about that. This video is to give you the truth. And I just heard a channel say that the R3 is useless because the R1 is out. Is the Canon R3 useless now? Was it useless 4 years ago? You know, when it came out, was it useless during that 3-year span just because the R1 is great? I mean, yeah, the R1 is great, but the R3 is not useless. These guys, these YouTube channels, these pundits out there, these salesmen, even the stores, even the camera stores and the manufacturers make you believe that your older gear is just useless, it's incompetent, it can't get the job done, and that's just simply not true. Okay, yes, you will get better tech with the latest, greatest, in most cases, not all cases, but you will get better tech, latest autofocus, amazing new features, you know, all that good stuff, but you're gonna pay for it. You know, it's not gonna be cheaper than what you're expecting. You're gonna pay for that luxury. But for those of you that are after something that gets the job done, the key is, for not a lot of money, there are workarounds. There are workarounds that you can look up. Used cameras in the market. And all the stores don't want me to, you know, hear me say that to you guys, but it's true. You can pick up used gear at a good price. You don't necessarily have to have the latest, greatest out there to get the job done and achieve pro results like this. Like I said, $1,000, $1,200, $1,500. And again, lighting condition is not good right now because the sun is directly above my head, but you get an idea of what I'm talking about, guys. So I'm giving you the honest goodness truth. Tascam, Viltrox, Nikon camera, that's what I use for this particular setup right here. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave a comment down below. I would love to hear from you. I would like to hear what you guys think, what you guys use for this setup, and what you think of this setup as a whole. Sure, there's that, you know, there's the iPhone. You can use the iPhone, but you saw side-by-side comparison results, same setup, same everything. But in my opinion, you saw the results. There's not, you know, you can't beat the real camera. Not now anyway. So the real camera, the real lens is going to give you real bokeh, is going to give you real results. It's a real lens, it's a real camera. So the iPhone is the iPhone. It serves its purpose for me. You know, if I don't have my setup and I need quick video, there it is. It's convenient, you know, it serves its purpose. But you're not going to duplicate or replicate a professional results in most cases. You're going to get better results with a real setup like this. All right, one other tip I want to give you guys: don't go cheap on the tripod. I know it's tempting to buy a cheap tripod, but you want to keep your gear that you invest safe. That's why I use in some cases I pay a lot of money for the setup. The tripod for me, the Gitzo's works great. It's light, but it's durable. You spend that money once and you never buy anything else again. I bought this Gitzo years ago. It's carbon fiber, it's great. I love it. So, all right guys, thanks for watching. Leave a comment down below, like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you on the next video. This is Vahagraphy. I'm Vahagan, your rock and roll photographer. Ooh, it's hot. My bald head is getting a suntan. We'll see you on the next one. Rock and roll.